Good day, family. This is Kelly, and no, it's not Monday, but Janie had asked if anybody would put something up, and I had been watching all week, and I saw the reoccurring theme, so I thought I'd talk about it and how I've processed it, how it's related to me, and how I feel like we're all connected. So you all can tell from the last couple of videos that I have been struggling with some deep, sad issues. I haven't discussed all of them, but I have shared some of them and the difficulties that I've had. And Sally did a video this week on navel gazing, and how, I guess part of what I connected with is how I feel. She talked about having the skill set to be able to snap out of it, and funny how I used the same thing when I was talking to a friend, Janie, saying, you know, okay, I've mourned this, now I need to move on, why can't I just snap out of this? And then Trisha also talked about melancholy. So I found this reoccurring theme this week of sadness. But what I found interesting is that as I watched, it wasn't necessarily a bad thing. And we usually put a negative connotation to sadness or melancholy. And when Trisha talked about an unknown feeling and not necessarily having to share the feeling with people, but just knowing you needed to give yourself space, I connected so much with that, because that's what I've been feeling is I can't put my finger on all the things that's going on inside me. I just know I'm not myself. And I reached a turning point this week. I don't know if it's the connection that I felt with everybody, or talking with friends, or just finally being able to move past it and work through the issues that I have. I'm grateful for the turning point. But there are a couple more things that I'd like to share, which is, I think the thing, excuse me, that I find that helps me have more compassion is what Janie shared with me, is that hurt people hurt people. And I know that that seems so obvious, but it wasn't to me until she introduced it to me about a year ago. And now, when I find myself on the receiving end of people being mean, saying rude things to me, sometimes I don't take it personal where I used to. And I often think to myself, what's going on with them that they're lashing out on me? Now, believe me, I'm not always there. Clearly, with my 35-year friendship, I can identify that hurt people, but I'm in my own process of, I no longer want that kind of negativity in my life, but that's a whole nother issue. Understanding that concept has helped me have more compassion for others and not internalize and take on other people's pain, which has truly helped. And just feeling connected with everybody this week throughout the channel. I did pick up the phone and talk to Janie this week, and the analogy that I used with her to describe myself, because I have felt like my feet aren't underneath me, was people have commented in my life when they've seen me hey Kelly, what's going on? You know, I didn't tell them what's going on with me, but you're not yourself. You're just not your bubbly self. And I guess the analogy that I used is I wasn't shiny. You know, usually I know that I shine, I radiate, and I felt dull. And it's just the analogy that popped into my head, but I know that when I'm myself, that we are our own rare gems. And I know that when I walk into a room or a party, that I sparkle in my own way, as do all of you. And I did sense that I wasn't shiny and sparkling, and that I was dull, and I couldn't seem to figure out how to clean myself off and just get the dust and the smudge and the grime off so that I could sparkle again. And I guess it was just a process that I needed to work through, and I needed to give myself some space and some time to work through it. And I feel like I've turned the corner. And I've listened to some friends, and I've confided in a couple of people to help, and they've given me advice. And you know what? I gotta go with my heart and with my gut, and my gut has always proved me well. Excuse me, served me well. I gotta do what's right for me, because at the end of the day, I practice what I preach, which is, as long as I can look in the mirror and be comfortable with the reflection that I see, then I'm okay with my behaviors. And everybody else's opinion is just that. It's their opinion. And if they want to judge, they can judge, but I'm learning that their judgment says it's so much more about them than anything to do with me. So, I'm greenlighting my day this morning, turning a corner, coming out of the melancholy and the sadness and the navel gazing, and feeling very connected to you all, feeling a huge attitude of gratitude, because I have felt so supported by you guys, and you have helped me tremendously. I feel like we have our own little family that goes on throughout our Greenlight the Day family. I'm just extremely appreciative. So, thank you. Have a great day, guys. And, I don't know, I hope this has touched and helped one of you, because I'm still working through the processes. I love to hear how you guys process some of this stuff, because it does help me too. Have a great day, guys. Talk to you soon.